Hey guys, welcome to Custom Multi-Rotors. My name is Rick, and today we are going to review the FlySight SPX02s. Now, I do not have a set of FlySights with me, and I will get into why I don't have a set sitting with me. It wasn't because the company didn't send me a set. It's because I had to send the set back, along with a lot of others. Now, this set of goggles, I can't show it to you right now because I don't have a set. If you want to see what they look like, you're more than welcome to Google it or look up someone else's review. I don't think the other reviews were quite honest. There may be some out there that are, but I didn't watch them, so I wanted to give you guys kind of a heads up on these goggles and the company. The features sounded great, you know, a dual diversity, picture-in-picture, HD, high resolution, 8-channel PPM. It had an HDMI 1.3 output for the use of DJI Phantoms 3s and the Inspires. There was just a lot of little built-in dual 32-channel diversity RX. It supported 2S to 6S LiPo battery. I'm kind of reading off the screen here because I don't have them with me. They really sounded good though, okay? And they had the front forward facing camera and of course your FPV. You could turn on the picture-in-picture and you could see somebody walking up to you while you were flying if you wanted to, which I thought was kind of a cool feature because sometimes when you're out in the field and you hear people talking and walking by, you don't know who it is because you can't pick up your goggles and look, you're in the air. So this feature was kind of neat. You didn't have to move them. You were right there and bam. But wow, guys, let me tell you, when I got these goggles in, I didn't use my set right off the bat. Had them put up here. I sold a few other sets to some guys. The company made a deal with us and gave a huge price cut, at which we passed that savings on to some of our customers, and we got several guys to order them. When we got these in, out of, I think we got 7 or 8, I think we got 8 sets. We got 8 pair of goggles, and out of 8 pair, I've got every one of them back or had them complained about except one, and I've just never heard from that guy again. So I mean, he may be mad and just didn't want to talk to us anymore, and I don't blame him really, because I felt kind of bad about this because this wasn't actually sold through our company. I just told the guys on Facebook that if they wanted to jump in on this deal, they were welcome to, and some guys did, and they lost their money. They sent the goggles back to me, and I contacted the company. I spoke with a young lady. I don't know what her Chinese name is. Her American name was Aneta, I believe it was. And she just didn't communicate very well. The company didn't want to do anything about it. They kept telling me to try this, try that, try this. I could put the goggles on, turn my camera on, have someone walk the quad 30 feet away from me, and I had breakup. By the time I was 50 feet away from me, it was so bad that I couldn't see. I just couldn't fly with them. I mean, there was no way that I could fly with them. I even tried to use them as a ride-along pair after I bought my Fat Sharks, and I couldn't even do that because, I mean, they just didn't work good. I mean, the receivers are garbage. Now, I finally got the girl that we had been talking to. She apparently left the company. Nobody informed us of it. No one else from the company emailed us back. So I finally had to call the company. When I called the company, they they told me to send the other pairs back, and that they had a problem with the receivers, and that they were going to repair it and ship them back to us. Okay, they said that they admitted that they had a problem with the receiver. At that point, it was sort of like a recall to me, and they wanted me to pay for the shipping. I didn't want to pay for the shipping. I wasn't going to pay for the shipping because I figured that, you know, they had a part that was messed up. It should have been right the first time. It wasn't my place to pay the shipping. I ended up paying the shipping. Long story short, I paid the shipping. I shipped them to them because, you know, I felt bad for these guys, and I wanted these guys to have a decent set of goggles, so I paid for the shipping. The goggles got to the company. Over a month went by, and I heard nothing from the company. I sent several emails, time after time. I finally got a hold of one of the guys on Skype. And when I got a hold of him on Skype, he informed me that the receivers were fine, and that a few of the pair that were sent back were very misused, and that it was the customer's fault, and that they would not repair them, and that I would have to pay the shipping to have them shipped back to me. Wow. I mean, really, at this point, guys, I mean, you know, I've already paid the shipping to correct a problem that was theirs in the first place. And then now I'm having to pay the shipping for them to ship them back to me unrepaired. When they told me the beginning, and I actually have it in an email, where they said that they did have problems with receivers and that they were fixing those. And that they would fix them. Now they're saying that the goggles were misused and abused, and that it's, you know, the customer's fault. Guys, I don't buy that. I don't go into that. So I ended up having to pay the shipping. They still haven't got here. I've got the shipping paid twice, which was $37 and something through UPS. I paid through PayPal, and I guess it's who they're shipping it through is the United Postal Service. But I've paid twice now for them to go there and for them to come back, and I still haven't got them. So guys, if I were you, I would stay away from FlySight. FlySight is by far the worst company that I've dealt with in this business, and I'll never deal with them again, and I'll be good to get these back. So that's my review of the FlySight SPX02s. Don't waste your money. Buy a set of Colleen's, I believe they are. Very cheap, like $100, and just a lot better. I mean, the receiver in the Colleen's, the little single screen, big single screen, these right here. Excuse me, guys. These right here. These right here, I use them as a ride-along pair. Donnie Nevins gave them to me. Thank you, Donnie. But if you want a good pair of goggles, just go with Fat Sharks. I mean, the Fat Shark Attitude V4s, best goggles I've had so far, which is, I'm sure the HD3s are better, but for me, the Attitude V4s work great. I don't have any problem. For the ride-alongs, I use these Colleen's, and they do a great job. Don't waste your money on this FlySight goggles. They're junk. They're garbage. It's about time people start calling a duck a duck. You know, if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. All right, and this is definitely a duck. All right, guys. Thanks. Appreciate you watching. Stay tuned for more videos. We ask that you please tell your friends about us. We're going to be having some announcements coming up. We appreciate all of you. Have a good night, and bye-bye.